Well, it's good to see me again, isn't it? I ain't been on here in a while, but man, have a lot of things been going on, and I want to break it down for you, okay? First off and foremost, stock market, S&P 500, ripping, baby. Hit all-time highs this morning, and it sold off a little bit. And we got to talk about quantum computing. If you have not read my Substack post about quantum computing at the beginning of this year, I highly encourage you to do so. I dive into the financial statements. Then I don't really know what's going on with them now. I just know that their stock prices are going insane. The first one we're going to look at is IONQ, ticker symbol. Company IonQ Inc. They are the leading quantum computer company, the largest quantum computer company, and this is another great example of technical analysis cup and handle chart right here. Absolutely beautiful cup and handle breakout. And we are seeing all of the other quantum computer plays also go absolutely berserk. RGTI, QBTS, QUBT hasn't broke out, QMCO, QNCCF. Okay, this is the OTC version. But look, in that quantum computer Substack, I did talk about how these companies were not making money. Okay, they're still heavily in the research and development phase. And if quantum computing has some massive breakthroughs, there is no telling what might happen with that technology. Okay, if computers can actually be in the quantum state and communicate with one another simultaneously, wherever in space, wherever, things could get pretty crazy. All right. So, IonQ, this is some notes I wrote down, up more than 50% this week, announced last Thursday, a partnership with the Air Force. This is a 3-year, $5.8 million contract from the research laboratory to advance quantum networking technology. Okay. So, the Air Force is investing in this. On top of that, they had a deal a while ago about hybrid superconducting optical quantum network nodes, though details are sparse at the time. That's pretty questionable, okay? But big news, deal with the Air Force, okay? The whole theme is a far out kind of research program working on the ability to transfer information from one computer to the next in a quantum state. And this is not the only contract they have with United States Air Force. That is RGTI, I believe. Okay. ION NQ, after market close last Wednesday, they signed a memorandum of understanding, an MOU, with U.S. Department of Energy, okay, to advance the deployment of quantum technologies in space. This is a commitment to work together in good faith and serves as a blueprint for a future potentially binding agreement. The MOU really just defines the big goals of what they might sign, okay? This came on the back of Ion NQ also announcing it had acquired Oxford Ionics and Vector Atomic in two separate transactions valued at a collective $1.3 billion. They're throwing some serious money down at acquiring up and coming quantum computer companies. Okay. It seems like IonQ to me has the most comprehensive quantum platform. They already seem to be on the ground, in the air, now in space with the Department of Energy and across the seas. Okay, so we can watch these heavily. I believe the ETF is QTUM, and please understand that this is a very risky sector of the economy. Again, as I highlighted in my Substack, they're not making serious money yet, but quantum computers are something that we need to pay attention to. Back in 2020, I believe that Kathy Woods released the big ideas of 2020, and in it had space, quantum computers, robotics, artificial intelligence. We're also getting a big run in these robotic companies. Let me go to my robotic watch list and talk about some of these companies that are going berserk. So I got to find them because I can't really remember which ones were hitting all-time highs. But we're getting a lot of momentum in the robotics sector. Here's PDYN. Here's Serve Robotics setting up nicely. Former runner on Serve. Tesla, really the leader in robotics with their Optimus robot coming out soon, getting a big, big bounce. And unfortunately, I think a lot of this current bidding up here was the fact that I say unfortunately because this was at Charlie Kirk's memorial. Funeral, sorry, that Elon Musk and Donald Trump were seen together. They shake hands. Maybe they briefly made up, and Tesla got a little bit of a bid on that. All right, so Tesla is probably the leader in robotics right now, although they haven't really released like a humanoid robot. They have robots all over the road. So yeah, keep them on your watch list. Here's Teradyne. That's another one that's doing pretty well. Rockwell Automation sitting here consolidating very nicely. PTC Inc., Path, KSP, and if you want to DM me maybe some research that you've done on these names that I'm talking about. Nvidia also invested, I can't remember how many billions into Intel, but that's very, very interesting. Latronox catching a bid, IRBT and RR doing the best, by far the best supernova Tim Sykes chart. And Symbiotic Inc. also doing pretty well. If you can tell, I'm out here at the forest on top of the lookout, just kind of flipping through tickers, seeing what's going on in the market. Gold has been going absolutely crazy, which is a little bit concerning to me. But I mean, what can you do, you know? Bitcoin not really catching a buzz. It seems like today a lot of money is flowing out of technology, out of the NASDAQ since it's been doing so well, and it really needs to start flowing into these laggards for me to believe that this economy is stronger than we think. Some money needs to be pulled out of tech and moved into the Dow Jones and consumer staples and whatnot. I mean, these stocks have been getting absolutely rocked. And that is the typical flow whenever we lower interest rates. People want to get more aggressive. Money is cheaper. But yeah, we need to spread out the money, spread the wealth out a little bit. So that's the big thing that I wanted to talk about. Obviously, Jerome Powell came out last week and said they're lowering rates 25.25 basis points. Yeah. So again, quantum computers are the theme of discussion. And if you haven't read or seen that on the news yet, hopefully I'm maybe the first one talking about it to you. My name is Luke Fenwick. Listen, I am an investment advisor representative for the investment advisory firm that I started, Fenwick Financial. Nothing that I talked about today is personal investment advice. It is just for informational purposes only. Okay. Don't take this as personal investment advice. I have no clue what your goals and objectives are and no clue what your finances look like. I am just talking about what's going on Wall Street. So thank you for tuning in. Have a great day.